Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
You are listening to Active Spaces Insightful Conversations with Ayanda Sithebe. Keep it locked.
Sure. Yeah, this radio thing. I'm getting there. When I think I'm getting used to it, then I get the nerves again, and then so it's just this up and down sort of roller coaster. But it's my guest. I'm sure she's making me nervous. Why I'm so nervous. Miss Ndima, why are you making me nervous?
Oh, please, why would I make you nervous?
I don't know. I'm like, it's like the first time doing it again. It's like,
it's not me, I promise.
Kunja, where do I start? Kunja, what happens? You see, I've lost the plot. I've got a script here. I'm not sticking to it. But how are you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Great. I'm great. Thank you for joining us today.
It's only a pleasure.
Yeah. What are you up to? What have you been up to?
Yo.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just jumping into things.
No, not even.
You've been busy. That I know.
Yeah, you know the funny thing about being busy in the work that I do is that you're busy for a long time, or for a while, and then you're not busy at all. So I'm at the not busy at all stage right now.
Shucks, from the busy stage.
From the so much of busy, yeah. So I just wrapped up a show that I did, a reality show.
Yes.
So it was like 4 months of crazy. And so we wrapped.
Imagine.
Yeah, so
we traveling the whole country?
Not the whole country, but a little bit of traveling.
Nice,
yes, I wish it was the whole country, but I probably would be dead by now because I'd be tired.
And you can't speak about the show yet, right?
You know, I'm not even sure. I know I signed a hectic non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
So all I can say, I think, for now, is that it's a reality show.
Yes.
And it's going to be on One Magic.
Yes.
And it starts in November.
Exciting. I know because we signed as well, because we did your PR sales.
Yes. But they never told us like when we can.
I know, like just, But anyway, we'll wait for them.
No worries.
This is Insightful Conversations on brandlife.co.za. Insightful Conversations, and today I'm joined by the talented, exciting, amazing Talitha.
Oh gosh, that's too much.
You are educated. You went to AFTA, like you've got bachelors in arts.
Oh wow,
that's amazing.
Yeah, that I do have a degree that no one has ever asked to look at.
Sure. Yeah.
So yes, I did go to school. I did study drama, and I have that piece of paper.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. The importance of education for artists.
Hey, that's a difficult one, hey?
Yeah.
So there's something called raw talent, ne?
Yeah.
We all know that.
Yeah.
And raw talent is amazing and it can get you to a lot of places. But there's also something called nurturing raw talent, right? Which I think is what education is.
I see.
So you can either get to a certain space with your raw talent, or you can get to more spaces within your craft, whatever that you've chosen or whatever that you're talented at, with the education that's like a backup.
Yeah.
So I can never say that someone has to study, but I'm glad I did.
Okay.
Yeah, because what that means for me is that I'm not just an actress. There are certain other things that I can do within the industry, and those things have been helped along by or nurtured by the education that I do have. Yeah.
Wow, that's so profound. So you would definitely encourage sort of study.
I would, if you can, yes, definitely. I mean, it doesn't have to be. Look, it doesn't have to be a full degree, because
like all the
also because I was also like a little young when I did it, so you still have the time to, you might be like 35 and you don't. I mean, you've got to pay for stuff and whatever, so you don't have the time to be at school all the time. But like I'm starting to take a course now again in directing, and that's
beautiful.
and that's just because I'm more interested in that space now than I was when I was at school. And that doesn't, it doesn't necessarily, and I've also got the experience of being on a set and have been directed for years. So the directing course is not going to be like a complete shocker to my system, but it's something I want to look into. So stuff like that. There's always short courses in whatever you want to do in the industry. It doesn't necessarily mean must be business for years.
And you mentioned something very important. Is that very important for evolution of an actor as well? because we always go back to wanting actors to do more.
Yes.
You know, there's that thing now that's just in the air. Like, no, these actors must just do more.
Yeah.
And
I think that wanting actors to do more movement has been brought about more by there not being a lot of work. Because before you could be an actor all your life, right?
So
and
now
you're just working, just good.
We're right.
Onto the next.
Yeah.
So I think now actors have realized that it is a space where maybe this is not enough. Maybe me just knowing how to act is not enough, because is it going to sustain me as a human being for as long as I'm alive?
Sure. Is that diluting something from acting, like where actors could just purely focus on, you know what, I'm an actor, until now you have to focus on all these gigs, presenting.
Look,
and
if you can listen, if you can be an actor and just be an actor, good for you. I mean, that doesn't happen very often, but not these days anyway, or most recently. But if you are born about, listen, I can't, there's certain things I can't pay for anymore because the work isn't coming in. Like right now, I'm an actor, I'm doing the things, but I don't have a job.
Sure.
So like, what does that mean for me? It means that I have to expand myself and my brain to different spaces.
Sure.
And those spaces, luckily for me, are still within the craft. And not like, I'm not trying to be an accountant.
I see. And someone was saying, the industry is so busy now, we're growing, there's no way actors don't have work. Like someone was saying, I'm sure there's 10 soapies now happening same time.
Hey. I'm gonna say something, right, that might sound like I'm shading or hating or whatever, but there are a lot of things out right now. There's lots of work for actors right now, but lots of actors aren't working. Lots of people are acting.
Ooh, insightful conversations. You must say that again. What are you saying? So a lot of people are working. Wow,
yes,
that's so profound.
There's a lot
of
saying. Work. A lot of people are working.
Yeah.
But not a lot of actors are working. A lot of people are acting.
Sure.
So a lot of people are just caught up in the the lights and the what's. And what ends up happening, I think, a lot of the time is that people they take less money than an actor would.
I see what you say.
So obviously it would make sense for a producer to then
go for that. Yeah. Not to go
the cheaper route. Let's call it that. And then that's the first thing. It's always a money thing. And then secondly, because us actors or people who have been in the industry for a while are aware of our rights and our contracts and the way we need to be treated on set and what the standards are. We sometimes are labeled as divas or we know too much or whatever. So if there's a young cute girl from Marabastad who comes through and is like, I just want to be on TV, you can treat her badly and she'll take it because her reward is being on TV. Whereas abanya bafana nati, we're like, sorry, I want to work. Like the being on TV is like a byproduct of my job, but like ndifuna usebenza. So yes, there is a lot of work, but a lot of those spaces aren't being filled with actors.
That's Miss Ndima herself here with so much knowledge, and I'm telling you, it's like, you know what, I almost said it's like she was ready for this, but that can sound wrong. We're gonna take a short break. After that, I want to talk about the exciting things that are happening around the industry, especially what's happening around the Market Theatre. There's something amazing happening there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Making a bold statement yet blending into the surrounding suburbs of Melville, 27 Boxes is a realization of edgy design and practical implementation. A radical departure from the shopping malls of our generation, yet not a return to the high streets of our youth. 27 Boxes showcases the best of a shopping centre set in a garden, surrounded by the bohemian suburb that is Melville. 27 Boxes, shop, play, eat.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.bstownmedia.co.za.
Hi, this is Kulus Kenjana, and you're listening to Active Spaces Insightful Conversations with Ayanda Sithebe. Makos.
It's the official Major World Online Stew Invasion.
Bars on bars.
What about me right now? It's about our guest. Bafethi skip on. I'm out ngatalele bafethi. Yo, I'm a play nyane studio bafethi skip on. Oh, freestyle nyane. Shenge freestyle. Fana kuma no baba Andy.
Hey baba Andy. Hashtag.
Ahlanganisela ama beat dog. Ngocela.
Young niggas ambition, waking up is working for money. Changing their past, feeding their fams, balang lali. We keep it running like SPV, exchanging money.
Man, nice. Hey, hey. Call them unexpected experts. White sweatshirt.
Hey.
Looking down on these niggas, my damn neck hurts.
Woo.
You can go ahead, homie, give me your best work. I bet you take your phone out and mumble up your first words.
Live from 27 boxes in the heart of Melville, this is brandlive.co.za.
What's happening, everybody? Catch me every Thursday on Brand Live Radio at 2 p.m. talking everything film and television. Film Chats with D every Thursday, 2 p.m. Brand Live.
brandlive.co.za.
We're back. Insightful conversations with me, Ayanda Sithebe. I'm so excited about the move. We're doing a move next week.
Oh,
yeah.
Already.
We're going for an hour, which is so amazing. So actors have been complaining like, how I came all the way from I'm done. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Because I think there's so much to talk about.
Absolutely.
That's happening in the industry.
Yes.
But there's something exciting happening at the Market Theatre.
Yes.
Shout out to James Nobo. There's a play there. You fool. How Can the Sky Fall?
Yes.
By Zeximda.
Yes.
Have you seen the show before?
No, I
Read the
haven't.
book? Nothing.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
But I should be going on Saturday.
It's the opening on Saturday, right? When is the opening?
It's the 28th. I think that's on Friday.
Yeah.
The opening's on the 28th.
28.
Yeah.
Yes, it says 28 here.
Yeah.
Amazing actors there.
Got this. Yes. They are amazing actors there.
Sure.
I mean, I know a lot of them, and I've been watching the Insta stories, and I've been so jealous because I'm like,
hey,
yo.
these guys. And they look like they're having fun.
They do.
I saw Tati there doing their things. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, everyone looks like
Rehearsals.
they're having fun, and I trust every single one of those people as actors, so I can't wait to see it.
Can't wait. What's your relationship in theatre?
Ooh.
Yay.
We have a long distance relationship. So, when I went to school, right? Firstly, in primary school, all we did was theatre, right?
Yeah.
And we had to partake, like no one had a choice. It's great, fantastic.
Get a character there.
Yeah. And then in high school, nothing. There was no theatre in my high school. And then when I went to after, we had theatre in our first year. And then in second year, gone, no theatre. We're not doing theatre anymore. So we're only doing TV. So I finished my degree having done like one kind of year of theatre acting. And my brain just goes TV, obviously, because this is where it's at. It was almost like theatre died a little bit in my head.
Ooh.
Fast forward 2014, a friend of mine, Didi Makubane, who's actually in this show.
Nice.
Yeah, so she's like, listen, girls, I've got a show that I want us to do, because she'd done the show at Wits. And she's like, okay, let's do it. Let's remake it and try and put it in a theatre. So we do, and we end up getting a slot at the State Theatre, which is crazy.
What show is this? Did I miss the name?
It's
No.
It traumatized me. Hey,
Okay.
theaters are hard.
Theatre's hard, eh?
Something about women. I'll remember
Okay,
it just now.
okay.
And so we had a run at the theater. I mean, a pretty dismal run, because not a lot of people came. It was just like our friends and families and
State
whatever.
theatre.
Yeah, and we'd rehearsed for like almost 2 months.
Sure.
So after that, my brain was like, "Wusiyapi?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
you never want to be not confident about something, right?
this is the thing, and I
Yeah.
think that it didn't do much for my confidence, that experience. But I know for a fact that it's something that I haven't given up.
Yeah.
And it's definitely something that I'll definitely give it at least one more go.
I see. Because there's that thing that if you're not in theater, you're not an actor enough.
Sure,
Or-
babes. I don't know where these things come from, yes.
Sure.
But it is a great way to train your muscle, you know.
It
is a
is,
great
it
way.
is.
It's like a boot camp, literally.
True.
Yeah, theater is
True,
like a
true.
boot camp because you can get very lazy in the TV space. It kind of allows you to
Yeah,
be lazy because
yeah.
you don't have to know your lines. You don't have to be completely prepared all the time because we could cut. Yeah, I'm trying
I've
to-
got like a group of my students listening now.
sorry,
and
guys.
I don't have to be prepared. What?
No. Look, you don't have to be prepared, but then we are bonakala when you're not prepared.
That's so true.
And
That's so
people
true.
watch, and
Yeah.
directors watch, and producers
Yeah.
watch, and they go, Rubani. And next thing, you're dying in the soapy, and you're not coming back because of your work
Sure.
ethic.
Sure.
So, I do definitely think that TV is an easier medium on
Yeah.
the actor,
Yeah.
but it's a different kind of easy.
I see.
Yeah.
I see what you say. So you're talking about 2014.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing this?
I think this is my 11th year.
You've got a decade in the industry.
Yes,
Shout
oh my
out to Talitha.
Yo, you've done Yo.
Over a decade.
Wow. I don't think about that, you know
I
that?
always say actors, every time you reach a decade, you must throw like a big party. Because it's not an easy journey.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yo, okay. This kind of shocked me a little
Yeah.
bit. But yes,
What?
this is my 11th year. And it's been weird. It's been a
What?
strange 10, 11 years.
Crazy.
I guess that's why I haven't thought about it, because half of the time I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to get out.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
So
I want to get
10
out.
years, 11 years. Highlights?
Okay, one of my definite highlights.
Because when you pass a decade, we talk highlights.
Yes, and lowlights.
You are a legend there.
Yeah. So definitely one of my highlights has been Igazi, which is a drama series I did from Zanzi.
Yes.
I mean, that's most recent.
Yeah.
But that show for me, the show in itself
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
an amazing concept,
Yeah.
beautifully written.
Yeah.
And the people I got to work with, the actors
Yeah.
on the show, were top class. It's like I dreamt of working with most of the people I worked
Beautiful.
with. And we all loved the show so much
Yeah.
that we gave it everything.
Amazing.
So, which made it a pleasure to be there all
Yeah.
the time. It meant so much to us, I think, as Xhosa people, to have an
Like
opportunity
a
to
show.
to represent
And
ourselves.
Because there was a show back then.
Where- long time
like
ago,
there,
you know, we
and-
don't
and
go
then-
there
yeah,
anymore.
Yeah.
So that's definitely been a highlight for me, and it's one of the leads that I've played that I've been very proud of.
You did amazing there. You played a nurse character. if I'm not
Yes, a nurse
mistaken.
turned into a queen.
Yeah.
What?
That was amazing. I think that's where actually I was like, who's this? Like, I think that was an amazing performance.
Thank you.
You were so true to that character.
I loved her.
Like, I looked at you on Instagram and I look at that character and I'm like,
Who are these
what?
people?
So you could see that you really went.
Absolutely.
You really went
Absolutely.
in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I want to say, I know it's a short left here.
Yeah.
But you know, people always are asked like, oh, how are you similar to this character or whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say, no, I'm not similar at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
And it's like, the only place you have to draw from a character is yourself.
What?
It's you. Like that's your Bible is yourself.
Get what you say.
So when you say I am nothing like the character, I find it hard to
don't
believe
understand.
that there's
So are
any
you
truth in
saying
it.
actors literally we are extensions of these characters?
Absolutely, because you take a bit of yourself. You know, maybe you might be playing a villain who's like selfish and evil and jealous and all of that. We all have a bit of that stuff inside of us. You have a selfish part in you that you draw from. You have a jealous bone in you that you draw from. But it's just that maybe you magnify it in certain characters.
Yeah.
But which is why we get so tired after we're done with a character, because all you've been doing is taking from yourself.
I see what you're saying.
Yes, embellishing with you know research and script and all of that.
The foundation,
but the foundation is you all the time. So when you say that to me, the person you see on Instagram and that person was so different, I am overjoyed at that statement, because that's the only thing we're trying to do.
I see.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Trying to not look like the person, but take from yourself to not look.
Siyahlanya, hey? But someone said it as well. If you're an actor and awuhlanyi,
Yeah, no, you have to have.
you have to lose it. All right, we're gonna take a short break. After that, we're gonna hear about that law. So we're gonna give you time to think about it. Don't be depressed, but just think about it. It's insightful conversations. Taking a short break.
Hey Bonang, how are you?
Hi Tuli, look so beautiful. Hey, long time no see. What happened to your skin, by the way? The last time I saw you, you had a lot of blemishes and breakouts. It was so terrible, man.
Wow, thanks for that, Bonang. Luckily, I discovered DMK. Have you heard of DMK?
DMK? Who are they?
DMK is a paramedical skincare brand that specializes in all skin conditions. Would you like their number?
Yes, please.
I know you're not good at numbers, so let me give you their website address because your skin looks terrible. It's www.dmkskincare.co.za.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Grow! Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.beastownmedia.co.za.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za.
Oh my God! Today I'm so off script. Like, my producers are gonna be so mad. There's so many things I needed to say here.
You can blame me.
Like, I'm definitely blaming you. Now I don't even know where I am, but I know I went 10 years in the industry.
Yes, we were here for a low. Yeah.
You know, any chance for season 3? No, that's
not
done.
as far
That's
as
done.
I know. It's
Okay.
dead. And this is my most asked question, and it's been over a year now, and I'm like,
Crazy. But doesn't that speak to the impact as well?
absolutely,
I think
it definitely does. I know that people totally enjoy that show.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes I think that first season's always the best.
Yeah.
And then maybe the second season
It's
is
like,
a close. And then sometimes when you go to 3, you're like,
let
let
it go.
Yeah.
We see that happening all the time.
Yeah, so it's
Don't
good.
forget your low. Let's talk about it.
I'm trying to run away.
Yeah, I
from it.
see you plotting there.
Mamela kene.
So.
So there was a time in my life where work was like really hard to come by.
Yeah.
I mean, this happens at least once a year. And I was like desperate, and I'm like, dude, I have to act. I have to do something. I'll probably do anything right now.
Sure.
So I end up, I communicated to my agent, and my agent is like, Ish, there's something you can do, but I don't know.
Sure.
So I'm like, bring it. I'm down. Is it got money, my sound?
Yeah.
So I end up on this study channel, and I am teaching maths and science to grade 11s.
What?
Worst time of my whole life. I was so depressed. Going to work every day was terrible.
So there was a script?
Yes, there's a script. Like, I'm like, I know number, maths, but I'm there doing the things, teaching the kids how to pass their exams, right? And I felt like such a fraud first and foremost because I didn't do those things in school. So I'm like, I don't know what this means, but am I saying it right? It had nothing to do with any creativity because all I was doing was reading.
Yeah.
And then I was also like, why won't nobody hire me? And I did it for a while here, and like the craziest
How
thing.
long?
And the craziest thing is if you YouTube my name, those things come up.
What?
That's the worst part, is that I can't. Don't YouTube, please don't YouTube me.
I think people are going online now. Like, what?
So that was definitely a low. I'm sure I've had a few more, but for me that sticks out.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I never want to be in this position again.
Wow. All right, I've got my student here asking me that how do you keep your life so private? Because you're like one of the most private people.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Is it?
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. So I don't post about private stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I might post like my brother on his birthday or my mom on Mother's Day or whatever. But that's as far as it goes. And if by private you mean boyfriends or girlfriends or all of that kind of stuff, I really don't think that's. Also, I've been single for a long time.
Hey, wait now.
Wait.
All right.
So yeah, you just don't post those
Your
things. You don't
inbox
talk
is gonna
about
go
them.
crazy now.
Please, guys, so it's me inbox. Yeah. Don't do that. No, dude, just don't post the stuff that you think is private. Don't talk about it. Don't post about it. The only people who know about my private stuff are the people in my real life, and those are my friends and the people that I come into contact with. But it's not anybody's business really.
You big on campaigns as well. You know, I saw you doing the. Is it
menstrual cup?
The cup campaign. Yes. Are those things very important to you?
I think things that involve the betterment of the girl child in our space are important to me, because I do realize that we are born on the back foot anyway as a black woman. True. So if there's anything that I can do to help, then I will. But it has to be something that I like truly want to help with, because there are other things. And it's easy to plug into things, but having the menstrual cup situation, I think is more important than a lot of things, because we all know the stats. We all know girl kids don't go to school because they don't have pads or tampons or anything like that. But this is like a step higher, where you're not going, let's give them tampons and pads, and you have to keep giving them for like another 6 years, but let's give them this cup that lasts them 5 years. And that's it's a no-brainer to me.
That's amazing. And I think it was very, I don't know if I should say brave of you to even go through that experience and share it as well.
It was a little brave, I think, myself.
I think it was brave.
Because a lot of women also like judge you for it, which
definitely.
is crazy, because you're like, I'm not hurting nobody.
We are in this together.
But I was scared, definitely very scared about firstly the physical part of actually using it, and secondly like these imaginary people in the internet. Who are they?
Just do these things, right? But I think it was a brave move for you.
Thank you.
It just kills the taboo that we create around
around something that happens to half the population all the time. And guys never want to talk about it, obviously, and guys are always like, why are you talking about the period? And it's like, babes, every second person that you walk past is busy. Let's talk about it, please.
Shucks. We should talk about these things.
Yes, and I'll be talking about it a lot more.
That's good. What's your ultimate? Like, what will make like Talitha like, all right, I've reached it. Like, this is it.
I don't know, man. I don't think there's a ceiling. That's the problem. Wow. There's always more. Even people who have done, like, who've been in the X-Men and have been in all these crazy films, they're obviously still looking for the next high. So I really don't believe in ceilings, and I don't believe that there's ever a point at any point where a performer goes, this is it.
I get you.
Because there's always a new character. There's always more building, more learning, more research, more anything that you can do. So I think film is obviously, high up there. But then you can get to make a film, and then after you've made it, then you want another one, and then you want.
So it's like never ending.
I think maybe not a ceiling as much, but the ultimate is playing a villain, because I never get to play a villain.
Nice. Is there a villain in you there? Like,
there's a villain in all of us. I want to play a villain that people like hate on the streets, like that, So universe, if you're listening, there it is.
I want a villain.
I want to be a villain.
Is this like a fictional villain, like, with like robotic something coming out of face?
Either way,
or just like,
or like a normal Mziki from Generations. I mean, I'd love
I've been
that.
saying Mziki in my head, but I don't know why I was not saying that.
She's the ultimate villain.
She is, right? Pamela Nomvete.
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing.
Big ups to Pam. So yes, a normal villain is cool.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Is it over already?
You see, this 30 minutes thing, already they're making signals there, jumping around and stuff like that.
Stop
Thank you
it.
so much, Talitha.
It's
really
been such a pleasure,
great
man. This
chat,
was fun.
one.
Yeah.
We've got another chat after here.
Oh,
me
yes,
and
we
you.
do.
Yes. Hey,
Young
good thing.
70s, salam fun.
All right, that's us. Next week, we're not here on Thursday. We're here on Friday for an hour. I think from 1 to 2, it's going to be amazing. And I might be joined by a co-host. with like a deep voice that we're gonna compete against. I don't know, but anyway, yeah. See you next week. Cheers. Bye bye.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Grow! Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.bstownmedia.co.za.